You're absolutely certain it happened exactly the way you remember it. The conversation, the argument, the moment someone wronged you, you'd swear on it. Here's the problem: you might be completely wrong, and you'd have no way of knowing. Your memory isn't a recording, it's a reconstruction. And every time you remember something, you're not playing back the past, you're rebuilding it from scratch. Right now, scientists convinced people of a childhood memory that never happened. A third of them believed it completely. Here's how. In the 1990s, researcher Elizabeth Loftus ran a study called Lost in the Mall. She told adult participants 4 childhood stories, 3 true, 1 completely fabricated. The fake story, getting lost in a shopping mall at age 5, crying and being rescued by an elderly stranger. This never happened. Not to any of them. But after a few suggestive conversations, nearly a third of participants didn't just believe it happened. They added details: what the stranger was wearing, how scared they felt, the exact section of the mall. Their brains didn't retrieve a memory. They manufactured one, and it felt just as real as their genuine memories. This is called a false memory, and it's not rare. It's not a malfunction. It's how memory actually works. Every time you remember something, you're not strengthening it. You're rewriting it. Every time you recall a memory, your brain doesn't open a sealed file and read it. It reconstructs the event using fragments combined with your current emotions, beliefs, and even things you've heard since. And every time you do this, the memory gets slightly rewritten, then saved again, slightly altered. Scientists call this reconsolidation. Each time you remember something, you're not strengthening the original memory. You're creating a new version, and the new version replaces the old one. So a memory you've recalled 100 times isn't more accurate. It's actually more likely to be distorted because it's been rebuilt and slightly altered 100 times. This explains something strange: why 2 people who lived through the exact same event can have completely different memories of it and both be utterly convinced they're right. It's not because one of them is lying, it's because both of their brains reconstructed the event differently, filtered through different emotions, different priorities, different unconscious biases. Neither is lying. Both are wrong, or both are partially right. There's often no way to know. Now here's where this gets dangerous. Eyewitness testimony has sent thousands of people to prison, and research shows eyewitness misidentification is a leading cause of wrongful convictions. DNA evidence has overturned hundreds of cases where confident, sincere witnesses were simply catastrophically wrong. Not lying, not confused, just wrong, because their brains reconstructed an event under stress, and reconstruction under stress is notoriously unreliable. The witness wasn't being deceptive. Their memory genuinely felt accurate. That's what makes this so unsettling. False memories don't feel false. They feel exactly like real ones. There's no internal warning light. So if you can't trust the feeling of certainty, well, what can you trust? Here's what psychologists recommend. First, treat strong certainty about old memories with healthy suspicion, especially in disagreements. I remember it clearly is not evidence of accuracy. It's just evidence of confidence, and those are not the same thing. Second, write things down close to when they happen. Journals, notes, recordings, contemporary records are far more reliable than memory because they haven't been reconstructed yet. Third, in conflicts, focus less on who's right about the past and more on understanding why each person's reconstruction differs. That shift alone diffuses most memory-based arguments. And fourth, be humble about your own past. The version of events that makes you the hero or makes the other person the villain, examine that version extra carefully. Memory has a well-documented bias towards stories that protect your self-image. Here's the bigger picture. We've spent this entire series talking about external threats to clear thinking, algorithms, power structures, cognitive biases. But your memory might be the most personal, most trusted, and most unreliable narrator you have. You build your entire identity on a foundation of memories, and that foundation is far less solid than it feels. This isn't a reason to distrust everything you remember. It's a reason to hold your certainty a little more loosely and your curiosity a little more closely. If this changed how you think about your own past, subscribe to Mind and Method. We're just getting started. See you next time.